So, good morning, students. Today is the third day of chapter 5, that is table in Word. And in today's class, we will learn some tools which we can use for creating our table more attractive and making our work easier. So, let's start and see what topics we are going to discuss today. So, the topics which we are going to discuss today, that is resizing row and column, merging cells, and splitting cells. So, let's start the class with resizing row and column. Now, resizing is the method through which we can change the size of the table which we have inserted in our document. And the steps which we need to follow for resizing a table is first you need to select the row and column whose height and width you want to change, that means which you want to resize. Then go in the layout tab and then in cell size group. And after going in cell size group, you will see there are two different options available, height and width. If you are selecting height, then the height of the table will increase or the selected row and column will increase. And if you are selecting width option, then the width of the table or the selected row and column will increase. Mainly height is related with the row only and width is related with the column. So let's see this practically on MS Word application. So let's move on to MS Word. Now for resizing a table, first thing which we require, that is a table. So let's insert one table first. So go in the insert tab, click on the table option, and then let's insert a table of 6 columns and 4 rows. So we have inserted the table and you can see the size of the table is very small. So we need to increase the size. Now first you need to select the row and column whose size you want to increase. Now there are two different methods. Either you can click and drag on the cells for selecting the table, or else you can directly click on the table move handle that is available at the top of the table, top left corner of the table, this plus sign which you can see, that is the table move handle. So you need to click on that, the entire table will be selected. So once you have selected the table, go in the layout tab. In layout tab, in cell size group, you can see height and width options are there. Now if you want to increase the height of the table, then select the height option. If you want to increase the width of the table, then select the width option. So let's increase the height first. So just click on the upper arrow in the height value box, and you can see the height of the table is increasing, only the height, not the width. Now if you want to increase the width also, then increase the width in the value box of the width. So click on the upper arrow for increasing the width, and you can see the width is increasing. If you want to decrease that, click on the downward arrow for decreasing the width and downward arrow for decreasing the height. So we can increase the height and width also, and we can decrease the height and width also. And that's why this method is called resizing, because we are resizing the table here. So for increasing and decreasing the size of the table, we need to use the height and width option in the layout tab. Now suppose if you want to increase the size of a particular column or particular row. For example, let's take the first row as an example. Now suppose if you want to increase the width of the first row only, then select the entire row, go in layout tab, click on the width option, and then increase the width, and you can see only the width of the selected row is increasing. If you want to increase the height, then you can click on the height option and increase the height of that selected row. So you can even increase or decrease the size of a particular row and column in a table, or you can do it in an entire table. So this is the resizing steps which you need to follow for resizing a table. First, you need to select the cells or the table and then go in layout tab and then use the height and width option according to your requirement. So let's move to our next topic of today, that is merging cells. Now merging cell is an option which is used for combining two or more than two cells together. Now suppose if you have inserted a table and you want to merge the cells together for creating a one single cell, then that will be called as merging cells. So just go through the definition once. Merging cells is the process of combining two or more than two cells together for creating a single cell. So let's see the steps how we can do this. Now the first step which you need to follow for merging the cell is to first you need to select the cells which you want to combine together. Then go in the layout tab, and in layout tab you need to go in the merge group. In merge group you will get the option of merge cell. So after selecting the cell, go in layout tab, and in merge group click on the merge cell option. The selected cells will combine together for creating a single cell. So let's see this practically on MS Word application how we can do this. So let's bring this back to the normal state. Now suppose if you want to combine the entire row, first row into a single cell for writing some heading. Suppose I want to give here the heading computer. I cannot write the heading in each of the different cells. So I will require one single cell at the top. So let's select the entire row, go in the layout tab, and in layout tab in merge group, click on the merge cells option. And the cell which you have selected, that will combine together for creating a single cell. So now you can see there is only one single cell at the top. In the same way, if you want to combine entire column, then select the column which you want to combine together, go in layout tab, click on merge cells option, and the entire column will be merged. Now suppose if you want to merge only two cells together, then select only two cells which you want to merge, go in layout tab, click on merge cells option, and the selected cells will be merged. So whichever cells you have selected, only that cells will be merged. So if you want to merge entire row, then select the entire row. If you want to merge the entire column, then select the entire column. Or if you want to merge the entire table, then select the entire table and click on merge cell option, and the entire table will convert into a single cell. So this is what merge cell option is used. Now merge cell option is used for combining the cells, two or more than two cells together for creating a single cell. So I hope merge cell is clear. So let's move to our next topic of today, that is splitting cells. Now splitting cells is just the opposite of merging cells. In merging cells we were combining the cells together. In splitting cells we divide a single cell into multiple cells. So let's see the steps through which we can achieve this splitting cells. Now the steps for splitting a cell is, first you need to place the typing cursor in the cell which you want to divide. Then you need to go in layout tab, merge group, and then in merge group only just in the right side of the merge cells option you will get the split cells option. Click on the split cell option, one dialog box will open. So this split cell dialog box will open, which you can see in the right side figure in the red line, red box. So this dialog box will open. In this dialog box you need to mention the number of columns and number of rows in which you want to divide the cell. Now maximum number of column and row in which you can divide one single cell is 2 columns and 2 rows, not more than that. So mention the number of columns and rows as much you want that cell to be divided into, and then click on OK. The selected cell will be divided. So let's move on to MS Word application, and let's check how we can do this. So first, if you want to divide one single cell, then put the typing cursor in that cell, go in the layout tab, and then in the merge group, click on the split cells option. In split cells option dialog box, you need to mention the number of columns and number of rows. Now suppose if I want 2 columns and 2 rows, I cannot make it more than that. So first let's select 2 columns and 2 rows, click on OK, and you can see the first cell which was selected, that has been divided into 2 columns and 2 rows, right? Now suppose if you want to combine divide 3 cells together. So let's select three cells together. Click on the split cell option in the layout tab, and then in the dialog box of the split cell, let's you can mention the number of columns and rows in this. So it is written 6 columns because each cell will be divided into 2 columns. So 3 columns are selected. That means 3 into 2, that is 6 columns. So if we will divide this, then it will be divided into 6 columns and 2 rows, not more than that. For example, let's select 3 rows here. Click on OK, and one warning will come that number must be between 1 and 2. That means we cannot divide the cell in more than 2 rows. In columns, it is 6 because we have selected 3 cells together. If we want to make it more than 6, then let's see whether we can do it or not. Select 8, click on OK, and again click on OK, and you can see the warning has again came. The number should be between 1 and 2. So we cannot divide a cell in more than 2 rows and 2 columns. So select the cell, go in layout tab, click on split cell option. So we 6 columns are already there because each column will be divided into 2 columns. So there will be 6 columns, and let's select 2 rows, click on OK, and you can see each of the cell has been divided into 2 rows and 2 columns. So this is how we can divide the cells into multiple cells, and this is called splitting cells. When we divide one cell into multiple cells, that will be called as splitting cells. So with this, the class is over. In this class, only till this much. In next class, we will discuss some more tools which we can use for creating our document more attractive. Till then, keep studying, stay healthy, stay at home. Bye everyone.